Hello, my name is Brian Shim, and I made partial military rations. The Roman civilization was one of the most dominant in all of history. We're still even able to see some of the imprints left over hundreds of years ago, such as the Colosseum. What likely made the Roman Empire so successful was probably, at the peak, 500,000 well-trained soldiers who could walk 20 miles a day with armor and equipment. As impressive as this may sound, they were just like any other humans. They needed food, and so the Roman soldiers were often supplied with ingredients to make their own food. They were often supplied with things such as grains, proteins, cheeses, and wine because at the time wine was a safer option compared to the scarce amount of clean drinking water at hand. Today, I will be making two things, one of which being a bread called bucalatem, or in English hardtack, and the other one being a cheese called muretem, named for being used with a mortar and pestle. To begin, we are going to be making the bucalatem, or the hardtack, and for the ingredients, you will need 350 milligrams of farina or flour, 75 milligrams of aqua or water, 1 tablespoon of sal or salt, and 10 grams of butterum or butter. Start by adding 350 milligrams of your flour to a large bowl. Now add your teaspoon of salt and your 10 grams of butter to the flour. Now add 75 milliliters of your water to the flour mixture. Mix until it looks like this. Now take your dough out of the bowl and add some flour to the table. I'm not sure if this step is necessary, but I've seen people on YouTube do it, so I'm going to add it. Now roll out your dough until it's around a ½ inch thick. After you've rolled out your dough, cut them into any shape you want. The Romans typically had them in circles, but you can honestly get very creative with this. Take your dough shapes and bake at 225 for about 1 hour or until it gets dry. After your dough has baked, carefully reach into the oven and take it out with a glove. On the first attempt, I was not wearing a glove, but thankfully my brother caught me. Now for the muretum, or the cheese spread. For the ingredients, you'll need 2 to 5 cloves of allium, 4 ounces of Romano cheese, 1 tablespoon of olivum, 1/2 teaspoon of acetum, 2 to 3 leaves of coriander, 1½ tablespoons of anathum, and 1 tablespoon or a pinch of salt. Begin by getting 3 garlic cloves, or it just depends on how garlicky you want it, and add your pinch of salt to the mortar and grind it up. Next, you're going to grate your Romano cheese, about 5 ounces, and add it to your garlic. I messed up the measurements the first time, and that is only 0.7 ounces, and this is the remainder of the Romano cheese I need. Now we are going to finish adding the rest of our ingredients. First we add in the olive oil, then we add in the white wine vinegar, then we're going to add in about 3 to 4 leaves of cilantro, and then we're going to add in our dried dill seeds. After that's grinded, this finishes our cheese. Now it's time to review our final products. Okay, Justin, you're gonna have some of my military rations, which is bread and cheese, or part of it. And here's the bucalatem, or hardtack, and here's the cheese that goes. Please have some. You don't have to have some.
Okay.
Just take a bite out of the top and tell us which.
Well,
which
first, I want people to have a full sensory experience, so just listen. Oh, it actually kind of sounds nice there. Alright.
So Justin, how does the hardtack taste?
I would say if I were a Roman soldier, this hardtack would be very portable and I would not be complaining.
Okay, what about the cheese?
Yeah, cheese is very, very good.
Okay, thank you.